Okay, this is so wild for me to say, but this is my new, to me, E46 M3.
I'm interested in making as opposed to making friends. Double bangs, I'm paranoid. Sex, I'll take a check. Finishing this drink should only take a sec. Remark just coming down.
What's up? Hey guys, so we gave up on Japanese cars. Yeah, we're in a Euro now.
Nah. Hey guys, I just bought an E46 3. We're gonna go for a little test drive.
Wait, let us in the back then. What? Drive to the Bose lot.
That doesn't look comfortable. I'm barefoot.
Okay, get shoes.
Hurry up, man. Alright, we got underwear on, socks, shoes,
Sorry.
new shorts.
Were you on commando?
Did
Did I hear that right? Pause.
Jess, can I back the seat up?
Yeah.
Oh, lanky boy. Oh.
It's electric. Oh, dude, what? What? That is sports. Oh, this is so sick. Just having more than 100 horsepower. Brandon, this is Jess, my
I've already met her, man.
roommate.
Old.
Oh, are you the new roommate?
Yeah. Delinquent. What the fuck, man? Haven't seen you all day.
My delinquent assistant.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate though. Give her the beans.
I don't even think I got all the way there.
We're at 7. Hey, give her the sauce.
Trying to hit the jump.
Pull a Tesla.
This car's so.
And just like quick facts on the car, it is a 2001 M3, a clean title, 122,000 miles on it right now. It's actually not black. It does look black in a lot of photos and videos. I forget the name of the color all the time, but it's a super dark blue. Like it's even darker than like navy blue. Actually, it might say right here. Yeah, there is the name. However you say that. I haven't looked it up or haven't heard anyone else say it, so I don't know. This is crazy because I've always been into JDM cars, but I've always been a BMW and Porsche fan. The M3, however, in particular, was one of my two favorite cars like growing up. It was the E46 and the STI. As you guys know, if you've been around my channel for a while, I did have a Blah by STI. Would never do it again. Finally came full circle back around, and now we have an E46 M3. So the great thing about this car is that it is nearly bone stock. It has like aftermarket springs. I don't even know if they're lowering or not. I don't know how high or low a stock E46 would sit as far as the ride height. And then it has a ZHP shift knob and an Android tablet as a head unit, which is actually super cool. I just need to set it up still and like download my Spotify music onto it and whatnot. But yeah, the interior is all clean in here and does have a sunroof. Yeah, no other mods really. So luckily I was able to buy this car in cash. Like I still have the S2000 and the Tacoma actually sitting right there. The Tacoma has changed a lot. I need to make a video on that. It's like very, well, I think it's cool now. But yeah, I need to update you guys on that. But the S2000 is still here. I did, however, just sell the EG Civic literally last night. Actually, I didn't really sell it. I kind of traded it.
That could have been.
Yeah.
This thing is low.
Are you sad to see the EG?
Right where the 240 went. What's next? What's coming? Is this going back?
Wait, John, you know what happened to my 240?
Yeah, it's KA now.
What?
Yeah, it's KA now. The kit, it has a different kit on it. I forgot what kind, but
Is it the same color still?
it's multicolored.
Oh.
And so they took the whole Rocket Bunny kit off.
Who's they?
I sold it to Next Door.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he sold it to his friend from Zacoustic. They're from Society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they pulled a swap out. He put that swap in a different car.
Oh.
And put a stock KA in that car. Have you seen that two-tone S13? It's cream with like a gold bottom on VSKFs.
No,
Very
I don't know
nice.
what that is.
So your SR is now in that car. But then he sold the shell to his friend, and then he took the kit off, and then ended up putting other stuff on it. But no, the heart of your car is in this car, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder if there's an engine bay picture, but that car is super nice. Is there? No, I don't think so. But yeah, they sold the shell to his buddy, and yeah, it's somewhere.
Sick. Got all four in there.
Yep. Perfect.
The reason I traded it though, the EG was sitting for a while, didn't really need it. I got a bunch of bikes over my head. But the reason I traded it was not for another car, not for a motorcycle, but some BBS RIAs. They're nearly brand new. They have about 500 miles on them. These are 18 by 10.5 plus 25 mil, which is gonna be super aggressive for this car. I'm gonna test with them today to see how it looks. I don't know if I'll be able to run them yet, however, until I get coilovers and camber plates. On the E46, the rear actually does have adjustable camber a little bit. Actually, if you do need more though, there's a lot of companies that offer like a rear camber arm that you can get. So I probably will end up needing it. I assume I'll be running around like -3.5 degrees of camber up front and like somewhere close to like -2 to -2.5, somewhere in that ballpark for the rear. I also just need to talk to like E46, or actually I want to take it to a shop called JMP, which is local to me in LA, and they're BMW gods, actually specific to the M3, the E46 M3. They do track a lot of them, like they have a shop E46 M3, so I'll definitely be going to them for some information and for my alignments, I think, and any like future maintenance jobs. As far as the big three, which is rod bearings, vanos, and subframe, this car has had the rod bearings done by BMW dealership actually pretty early on, like around 40,000 miles. And I have been told you still want your rod bearings done every 100,000-ish miles. So it actually might be something I need to do a second time, or not me, but something done to the car for the second time at some point in its life in the next couple years. Because yeah, I have like 120,000 on it, so I need to get it around 140,000-ish, supposedly. And then as far as vanos, that has actually not been touched. And then the subframe, that has also not been touched. So I am planning on doing it. I just want to stock up on some other parts, so while the rear end is out, they can do like a bunch of bushings and fluid changes all at once, just to get everything refreshed in the rear end. But yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at with this car. As far as the like purpose of this car, I'm not planning to track it. I'd love to track it like a couple times just to like get a feel for it, but that is what the S2000 is for. Ideally, I just want to have this as like a nice street car, so I'm not gonna gut it. I don't even think I'm gonna put a roll bar in it. I kind of like having the rear seats, but maybe one day I'll get bucket seats. Not the biggest fan of these seats, but they're fine for now. We'll see. God, I'm so hyped on these wheels right now. I was actually told these are lighter than TE37s, which was what I was originally planning to get for this car. But Christian was like, nah, bro, like that's not classy enough for the M3. So yeah, these came up from one of my friends, John, and I was like, hey, you want to trade? And he's like, yeah, honestly, I'm down. Like, fuck it, let's do it. So here we are. So as far as today, I'm just doing a couple maintenance jobs. I actually have an oil change kit. I have actually a new center console and then like a new shifter trim under that as well, because I said the interior is clean. It's like clean-ish. I noticed some of the tabs are actually cracked on my shifter trim here, so it's shaking around, so I did get a new one of those. And then this center console is so annoying, like with this armrest, it actually totally gets in the way of when you're shifting. And then when you can flip it up, but it's actually cracked here and like it just looks kind of weird like that. So this is actually straight from like it's a new OEM part. But yeah, it's actually like, I believe it came off the Euro cars where they don't have the armrest. So this is a new OEM center console like frame. And then I wasn't sure if I was gonna reuse mine or not. I probably will for now, like the cup holder and insert. But yeah, you can actually like customize these a little bit. Like if you don't want cup holders, you can get like a bigger storage compartment. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably reuse them for now, and then down the road maybe switch something out or just get new ones, because those are a little clapped out compared to having like a fresh center console. Engine oil change is done. I am now underneath the car working on the steering coupler. So there's like this rubber bushing on the steering column on this car. And when they wear out, which happens to be around 100,000 miles, the steering wheel will have a little bit of play. Like actually like that much play. And that like doesn't do anything. Because like this black rubber wears out, and these two silver pieces, they're supposed to be relatively stiff, but they like when the rubber wears out, they can kind of move independently of each other, which causes this play. So I'm going to be installing this next, and then the two rear transmission mounts, which shouldn't be too bad either. So yeah, hopefully that makes a pretty decent difference, because coming out of the S2000 and then this car is like decent steering feel, especially with that worn out coupler. I think it will get better, but compared to the S2000 or even like a Miata, it feels so dead and so much less sharp than those two cars. So hopefully this helps tie it in a little bit more.